Welcome back to our YouTube blog series on Jacques Derrida's Structure, Sign and Play in the Discourse of Human Sciences. In our first series, we traced Derrida's biography, and in the second, we examined the history of structuralism before Derrida's intervention. In this third series, we delve into Derrida's concept of the rupture in structuralism, highlighting the absence of a center. Derrida challenges the traditional belief in a stable center that anchors meaning in structures. This rupture reveals that the center is inherently absent, destabilizing structures and emphasizing fluidity and play. We will explore how this absence reshapes our understanding of language, culture, and human sciences, inviting new avenues for critical thought. Join us as we unpack these transformative ideas and their far-reaching implications. The event or rupture in the history of structuralism: the absence of a center. In Structure, Sign and Play, Derrida asserts that the rupture in the history of structure happened when the structurality of the structure started to be recognized, observed, and repeated. He then emphasizes the need to contemplate the law that fueled the desire for a stable center or origin within a structure, as well as the process of signification that governs the substitutions of this central presence. According to Derrida's Structure, Sign and Play, when we start to scrutinize the structurality of the structure and search for an immovable, absolute center, we realize that such a center does not exist. This is akin to Saussurean linguistics, where meaning is neither intrinsic nor positive, rather, it is differential and arbitrary. Thus, meaning-making systems are not founded on something absolute and rational. In a linguistic science system, there is no central organizing principle that offers coherence. All signs derive their meaning through differences. We understand day because it is not night. We understand afternoon because it is different from morning. To illustrate the lack of a center in a linguistic science system, we can consider a dictionary. When we look up the meaning of a word, the dictionary directs us to other words rather than providing a definitive meaning. Meaning is thus generated through a network of other signs words, and we never arrive at a stable foundation that anchors the entire system of meanings. Each word, or signifier, depends on another signifier for its meaning, creating an endless chain of sounds. Derrida does not reject the term signified but puts it under erasure, a concept borrowed from Heidegger. When a word is put under erasure, it is crossed out, indicating that while the word exists, it requires closer examination. The word remains visible but is crossed out to highlight its complexity. Derrida similarly asserts that a center does not exist. We cannot perceive a center as a presence since it lacks a natural site or function. Instead, it is a void where multiple substitutes come into play. In the absence of a center, everything becomes discourse. There are multiple, equally valid perspectives for viewing the world, each with its unique language, which Derrida calls discourse. This creates a system where a transcendental signified is absent, allowing for infinite play and the possibility of endless interpretations. Derrida states, this was the moment when language invaded the universal problematic, the moment when, in the absence of a center or origin, everything became discourse, provided we can agree on this word, that is to say, a system in which the central signified, the original or transcendental signified, is never absolutely present outside a system of differences. The absence of the transcendental signified extends the domain and the play of signification infinitely. Derrida then introduces the concept of decenting. According to him, decenting is a method of reading and interpretation that 1. Makes us aware of the existence of binaries and centers. 2. Subverts or substitutes the established center with a marginalized or repressed concept, which then becomes the new center, thereby overthrowing the traditional hierarchy. Derrida acknowledges that this new center is equally unstable and can be easily replaced by another center. However, this condition, where multiple centers, or non-centers, become equally possible, is what he calls free play. The descenting of the transcendental signified is crucial to the concept of deconstruction. Thank you for joining us in this third series of our vlog on Jacques Derrida's Structure, Sign and Play in the Discourse of Human Sciences. We explored the concept of the rupture in structuralism, focusing on the profound idea of the absence of a center. Derrida's challenge to the traditional belief in a stable center has reshaped our understanding of language, culture, and the human sciences, highlighting the inherent instability and play within structures. In our upcoming series, we will delve deeper into the specifics of this descenting. We will investigate where and how this shift occurred, examining the pivotal moments and influences that contributed to this radical rethinking of structuralism. Stay tuned as we continue to unpack these transformative ideas and their far-reaching implications for contemporary thought. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.